with you today a recipe that I use frequently that I found not that long ago that I've really fallen in love with. It's super easy. It involves the crock pot, which is God's gift to mankind. And this is Whole30 friendly, it's paleo friendly, it's gluten-free friendly, so whatever diet that restrictions that you follow, it works for that, which is really nice. A lot of you may know or not know that I have celiac, so I actually have to eat gluten-free. So I'm super excited when I can find good recipes that work for me and my family. So this one is basically Italian beef sandwiches. It starts with about a 2.5 pound roast, and you're just going to stick that in the crock pot. Now, if you have time, you can, and I will show you the spices in a minute, but you can actually brown this by putting a little bit of olive oil in a pan and sear it for 4 to 5 minutes on each side before you put it into the crock pot. And if it's like today, for me, I'm on my way up to the office, I don't have time to do that, nor do I want to make the mess, so I'm not even going to bother with that. It may give it a little more flavor, but honestly, I've done it without, and it's perfectly fine. So we're all about saving time. Okay, so I have a spice mixture here that I made. Basically, it's dried basil, dried oregano, onion powder, garlic powder, some salt, pepper, some rosemary, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle this on the roast, and I'm going to rub that in. By the way, I will be including a link to this recipe if you sign up for our newsletters. All of this information we will send to you so that you know exactly how much of the spices to use, and you can get a copy of this recipe to pin to your Pinterest, or just put it in your computer, phone, whatever, just to make it easy. Okay, so the spices are on there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to be adding some water, half a cup of water. I'm going to be doing a tablespoon of red wine vinegar in there. And then I'm going to set this in my crock pot and let it go for, I want to say it's about 7 hours on low. I have it set to 8 right now. And when that's all done, you shred the roast, drain off any fat, and then you're going to add a couple of tablespoons of Dijon mustard to that, mix it all up, and then you have your Italian beef. Now, when I say sandwiches, being gluten-free, I cannot eat any gluten, which is found in sandwich buns and all of that. And I also prefer not to use the gluten-free options for bread when it comes to things like buns, because it's a lot of unnecessary refined carbs, which is not going to be your best nutritional choice, whether it's gluten-free or not. Most processed gluten-free products are just not good for you. So I want you to stick with the whole foods, which is all the stuff that it's either grown or has a mom. So instead of a bun, I prefer using portobello mushrooms. These are amazing. In this situation, I do this sandwich open-faced, so all you have to do is drizzle a little olive oil on top of your portobello mushroom, sprinkle with a little bit of salt and pepper, and then roast it at about 400 to 450 degrees for just, I want to say about 10 minutes or so, but eyeball that. And then when you're done with that, you would just top the shredded Italian beef on top of that. If you'd like, you can add sliced tomato. If you're not dairy-free, you can add a slice of maybe Swiss cheese, or keep it in moderation, and then, or like provolone, something like that. And it's absolutely delicious and super, super easy. So hopefully that's helped you today with your meal prep and giving you a new recipe to try. And again, if you want this recipe and all of the details to make this, go ahead and sign up for our newsletter and we will send that to you.